Austin, Texas country is Coke FM. Eric Rains live from our Bud Light studios. Proud to have Payton Howie in studio. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
First time to visit, or at least visit us. You've been to Austin before.
Oh, I've been to Austin before, but it's my first time getting to hang with you.
Where is home for you?
Willis,
Or is home the road?
Oh well, yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, no, it's the road. It's the road for sure. But Willis, Texas is where I drove up here from.
Willis, Texas. Now, for people that don't have a clue where Willis, Texas is that like near Houston, maybe?
It's considered the Houston area, but it's kind of a ways. It's like 45 minutes to an hour. It's up near Conroe, Montgomery, that area.
Okay, fair enough. I think I know. I'm trying to put it together. First thing I ask you off there, I'm never going to ask a woman how old she is, but you look very young. How long have you been at this game? I'm not going to ask how old you are. It's not fair.
You're good. You know I already told you.
I know.
Earlier. I've been doing this since I was about 14 years old. That's really when I decided to start writing original music and recording it and playing shows around in my hometown. That's when I was like, hey, this is what I'm going to do about 14.
How did mom and dad, mom's in here, by the way, with us in studio. How did mom and dad, knowing how hard the road can be on anybody, especially a woman, did they say, go get this dream or try to talk you out of it, or was it there the whole time? They're behind you.
No, they've always been super supportive. When I graduated high school, I actually got a scholarship to play softball, Division II out in Colorado. And so my freshman year of college, I was a full-time student, full-time athlete, full-time musician. And they were like, hey, as long as you can do everything that you love and, still live on campus with your friends and still fly back and play shows every single weekend and still play softball and have your classes, like, as long as you can do everything that you love, do it for as long as you can. And so when I told them, hey, I'm going to stop playing softball and I'm going to finish my degree online to do music, they were like, as long as you get that degree, you know what I mean? So
did you get that degree?
I did, yes. I got it last May.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I was never hung up on that finishing part. That's why I always ask the question, because you go to college, and I didn't know about your college part, but you go to college, you're spending probably mom and dad's money to get that degree, and you get to a point and you're like, man, I absolutely love. And it's the same story a lot of times for a lot of people. You find that love. You stand on a stage, somebody applauds you. You can never get off that stage again. And that probably is the way it worked for you?
It's definitely was something where I just found a love for sharing music with people. That was definitely, I love getting to share, even if it's something I wrote, or even if it's like, hey, I'm going to play your favorite song right now, or I'm going to play something that you're going to want to sing along with. I love getting to share music with people.
When did you start writing? That's a whole different breed, because some artists are great singers, but they're not so much into the writing part of it.
About the same age, 14, that's when I first started writing music. And,
Do you remember your first song you wrote?
I remember the first song that I completed and recorded.
Okay.
I don't know about the first song ever, but my very, very first song I ever recorded and completed, I actually did release, and it's out there.
Really?
Yeah, it's out there.
What was it called? Do you remember?
It's called F-150.
F-150.
A lot of people, it's funny because sometimes I'll be playing shows and, the average person's going to come up and request your most popular song or whatever it is. But, sometimes I'll get people to be like, oh, you want to play, come play F-150. And I'm like, man, why you gotta do me like that? So I always give these little listen guys, y'all gotta start somewhere. Here's where I started. I'll play you my very first song.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wade Bowen and Randy Rogers, they did the Hold My Beer tour together, and they always do the first song you wrote. They also do the worst song you wrote.
Worst
song you wrote, and they have to play at least a verse and a chorus of it. So I love to, there's always the bands, the early band names when you've been in, were you in a cover band, and the terrible band names that maybe you had. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.